Eve made a big catch on that alley-oop. Marge had the big dunk. Kelly played some good defense. We made free throws. John made a couple of nice plays. Otto did his normal thing of just competing, but I thought everybody chipped in. It was, when Brad fouled out on that call was a tough call, but it was 5 minutes to go. It was a decision I made to play him, with 4 fouls and then the 5th foul. But I had to make a couple of tough decisions, play John the entire 24 in the second half too. We got long timeouts and extra timeouts, so decided to go with that, and it paid off.
Scott, what adjustments did you all make in the third quarter that led to scoring 40 points in that quarter after scoring 40 points in the whole first half?
Easy. Just, pass it to the open man. Make each other scores. And we did that. In the second half, we shot the ball better. We had 15 assists, I think. We also defended. They were attacked. They came into the game looking to attack our feet, and they did it with great success. And the 30 points in that first quarter to our 22. But we did a good job in the second half of defending and doing a good job of passing the ball. They're going to load up. We got to be able to step up and make shots. We didn't make any shots in the first half. Those are all good shots. I mean, I obviously haven't looked at the tape yet, but from my perspective, I thought they were good shots. But we did a few things different in that second half that I was pleased with.
Scott, do you think this game was just more closely officiated? Toronto was able to get 16 free throws in the first quarter. Do you think your team was fouling just a little bit too much?
As a coach, you always look at it from your team's perspective, 16-4, and I didn't like that. But I always look back and if you defend and foul, you deserve to put them on the free throw line. And I looked at, I think, 4 of his attacks in the first half. DeRozan, he got fouled on all of them. And during the game, I thought he did it. But, that's why they get paid to do that, and I don't get paid to do that. But we got to defend him without fouling. He's a good player. 18 free throws is too many. It doesn't happen often, but we put him on the line.
Scott, you talk about how the team, if you play defense, the offense will come much easier. Explain, how do you think your team's defense did tonight?
Well, we made some key adjustments in Game 3, and then we made some minor adjustments in this game, and hopefully they keep working. But we're playing against the best team in the East. It's not going to be any easier. Every game in a long series becomes more physical, and you have to do things with great execution. You have to play possession by with everything you have through exhaustion, and we know their plays, they know ours, and it's about just continue to execute and don't take any play off. And it sounds pretty simple, but it's hard to do when you're talking about 100 possessions. All 5 guys have to be on a string.
Scott, those last 5 minutes without Brad, what did it show you or remind you about this team's resolve?
You have to have resolve to win in this league, and we've had some tough moments this year with John missing half the season, but we found it and put us in the position to make the playoffs through resolve. And you win playoff games and you win playoff series with having that, and we have that, and we have to continue to have that because we have to win. We have to win 2 more games, and one of them has to be on the road, and so we got to bring it on the road, and it's not going to be easy, but I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I'm sure our guys are doing the same.
Coach, early on, the Raptors are good at taking away your threes, and early on it seemed you guys were too willing maybe to shoot from 15 to 18. What was the key to sort of getting to the basket a little bit more later in the game?
Well, we have a couple of guys that are pretty good in mid-range, but as a team, if we shoot over 20 with 10 seconds on the shot clock, we're not going to win that game. And we've told them enough, and there's been too many times we've done it. But we have to be able to get back behind that line. It creates spacing for us. It creates the speed of our point guards to be able to attack downhill. But I thought Otto, he was missing some shots, and I think he got down on himself. So we went to him early in that third quarter, but it was based off of his effort. Great screening by March, and then John finding him on target. But we need Otto to make shots for us. We need Otto to be an offensive player for us. We can't win with him, getting single digits. He had 12 points. I think it was all in the second half.
Scott, you talked about not wanting to go down 3-1, and after Game 3, you talked about the desperation of being down 0-2. Now it's the best 3 series. How does your team maintain that focus and that intensity when it seemed like at the start of the series it wasn't there?
Yeah, you don't want to be down 3-1. It sucks. I've been there before. It's no fun, but if it is, you got to deal with it. But it's much better going 2-2. We got a challenge. We got to definitely have a challenge on our hands. They play well. They play well at home. But I thought these 2 games, the first game, 7 or 8 minutes to go, it was basically a tie game. I thought that second game, when they jumped on us, when we came back and cut it to 5, gave us some confidence coming back to our home floor. Well, I thought, sometimes when you're down a big number, even when you lose, you can gain confidence as an individual player, because if you're not playing well, at that time you're probably not, because we wouldn't be down by 23. But we made some shots to give us some confidence coming on our home court and our crowd. Once again, they were terrific tonight. They were a big, big, big part of our win.
What did you see in John the last 5 minutes after Beal fouled out?
A very determined player, very animated, a very physically tough, imposing player that was attacking, and he's a big shot maker and a playmaker. It was what you expect and what you want from your all-star. He didn't have a great shooting game, but he kept putting pressure on them to make tough decisions, and his passing was good tonight. Kept the ball under control with his turnovers, but those last 5 minutes we needed him. We needed him to step up and step up big, but everybody did. It's just not him. Everybody, when Brad got that foul, everybody stepped up and manned up and played a very defensive mindset. Closing 5 minutes. All right, thanks.